Oh, I'm working on my 19th app. More money. I gotta stop laughing because I just realized like it's loud when I talk to this microphone. And then I was thinking back, like I did this before, last year where I built 11 apps, right? And I was shipping them once I was done to the App Store, like once they got approved. And that was like basically like an app and a half or two apps every month because I was doing it from January to uh, June, right? And I had Mo Foods. If you watched the earlier vids, I was building that throughout the year, right? And I'm looking at it, I'm like, damn, I'm still in March, and I'm building 19, 20 projects. I can't believe I was trying to build 26. Like that's insane. I don't, not a good idea. It hasn't been that healthy. Haven't got enough sleep. However, I saw someone comment, you built this many apps in such a small amount of time. You should be working on harder problems, or I kind of took that as like, you should work on like bigger problems and stuff. If you're able to ship these apps this quick, these little things, and but that's what they are. They're little, right? You don't build or solve big problems building big things first. They start small, they gradually grow, and um, these are MVPs. These are toys. They're toys, right? They're really simple. I have coding experience. I have all these AI tools that I'm trying to balance, right? You want to be a literate programmer, and people are saying, "Wow, you're shipping these out pretty quick." Well, it is because if you've seen the flow, like I have calendars, I have deadlines, I have time I set, friends and family. I'm like, no, I can't go. I got to work on this, or I'm going to the gym and then coming here. Like you see my calendar, and these apps have been planned out. I already know how to pretty much build and outline them. The flow is pretty much the same. They're CRUD apps. Um, some of them are just like basic list views, but that's pretty much like a lot of iOS apps. You got a list. You take input. You fetch data, you display it. But I have so much fun just building iOS apps, and this is the reason why I want to focus on iOS because my first app idea was the one that got me into coding, and I enjoy working with Swift, and web development is cool too. Even the web apps I made, I let y'all decide if you want to count them. I kind of don't, I kind of do, because I built them with V0. But the idea is to test them out, and I didn't want to build another habit tracker app, which is the Mo Habits that I built with the V0. Um, so I count them, and they're going to be out, and I'll have like a buy me coffee link if anybody's feeling generous. Um, but yeah, people are saying like you're building these quick, and I was just looked at the calendar. I'm like, how the hell did I do this in like three months? And it's because like one is discipline, but again, they're toys. They're simple, and I have AI to help me out with a lot of things. And I haven't done too much learning as I would like. So I have like the AI, like the thing doing the things I'm not touching. I have it do comments. Like I still got to get better at MapKit, AV Foundation, um, you know, uh, all this other stuff, and I'm setting a time in like late April to set a time to study and practice without the help of AI. Without having AI build it, but more like teaching me. I have a tutor. I have a really smart tutor that can help me figure this out, and I have also great resources. Like this is the thing that really got me into learning iOS. Like all you can buy all the courses, watch all the YouTube videos, but I'm not gonna lie, these books have basically got me into iOS development. Um, Simone or Simon, his name. Uh, nah, if anybody asks me like how do I learn iOS, I would tell you go check this thing out. Now, you know, these are two apps that are AI in a way, or three actually. They're not done yet, so that's another thing. With all this, these apps aren't done. We're trying to get the right. So I built just enough, so when May comes, I can finish it up in a day or in a weekend, right? Because May is all about the marketing. Because originally I wanted to build these apps all the way up into um all the way up into June, right? And if you look at I'll even show you the 6 month breakdown. Um, We got February. Like January, I was like bummed out. I was like, I did not finish the 8 apps I planned to finish in January or something, right? Because it was like spend a weekend or a day building them, and then I buckled down, and then these are planning. So see, the reason why these are going to be done pretty quick is because I set a time to plan, right? And I've have designs that I made, or I hired designers to make them for me. I did work with. I mentioned in the past video, I worked with one developer also for the web apps who I've been working with for like since 2 years ago on a past project, and I had a guy work on Mo Foods just enough, just a little bit, so I can come in and finish it up. So I hired a little bit of help. Uh, Finished these right here. Some of them got canceled, as you know, and then, but I'm like looking at this, I'm like, wow, I really did this before March, but technically we're not done yet because the apps are not done and they're not ready for the app store, and there's bugs and there's testing, and I got to make sure everything is solid. So, you know, but when you're building toys like MVPs, if you know what an MVP is, it's I'm trying to do one thing good and then see how that goes. Uh, May is all about figuring out how to monetize them. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna build these all out until June, but it was okay. I switched it from I need to finish as many as these apps I can before the end of March, and then in April, get this camera working. In April, it's all Mo Foods because Mo Foods is the app that I put more time and attention, and you'll see that when it's out, right? It's out right now, but it's not good. But this app you'll see like, oh, this is like a fully fledged out product, and Revenue Cat will be in there. May May's part a few things. It's polishing the apps. It's coming up with a marketing plan for each app and the Mo Studio thing itself. Uh, and most importantly, did I say that? Polishing the apps, marketing plan, and monetizing the apps. So figuring out what people are willing to pay for. So adding a revenue cap to those as well. And I already added Stripe for the other ones, so the web apps are pretty solid. But I gotta find time to study and figure out how to get revenue cap working because I only did it once with Mo Foods. But I needed the whole month of April to really make a really good app with Mo Foods because that's the one I'll be pushing the most. The other ones are like little here and there. Like I think Mo Gains I'll try to monetize. Verse Audio, Mo Moods, and I think that's about it. Maybe Mo Books. Yeah. I can't think of anything for Mo Problems. But doing all this, building a public was to build an audience, which I have. I'm about to hit 1,000 subscribers pretty soon. Pretty cool. If you noticed, I started saying I built my X app of 2025, and that has been building up momentum. Now, I'm gonna try to keep this video short, or not past 10 minutes. I'm really shotgunning this. I'll make another video, where I'll make another video explaining all this in like June. But it is to build an audience and kind of just get all my ideas out in my head. I'm trying to build as many apps as I can. All these ideas I'm having, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna build them, sit down, ship them all out, and they're out. I'm off localhost, right? They're not. I'm not on port 3000. I'm not on, VS Code or Xcode. I'm on the App Store. You can go download the app, or you can go to www.whatever.com. Like it's out, and done, finished is better than not shipping at all because I can always just go back and make it pretty and nicer later, right? That's the whole point of this is build all these little toys and MVPs, get them all these ideas out of my head. I can always come back and polish them up. Or if someone's like, "Yo, hey Mo, it's different when the people I want to try out my ideas, instead of telling them, it says I can say, hey, don't go download or go to the website and try it out, and then they can really give me feedback like, hey, what if did this, or what if like, and that happened in the past. So I'll explain like this whole approach, this whole experiment that I'm doing. You're probably looking at this like this is weird. Like you don't do things like this. You like plan it, MVP, market research, product market fit, da da da. What's your MRR? Like, like right now, it's important to just have fun, learn, get better, and we'll see how it all turns out. All right, I hit the 10-minute mark. Um, I just want to give a Mo update as I finish up the the last app um, for March, which is Mo Money and part of Zero Base, and then a whole month for Mo Foods. And I'm hoping to finish Mo Foods in like 2 weeks, maybe two and a half, so I can have a head start in polishing the apps, prepping them for the App Store, hire some help for the screenshots, and do the marketing strategy because I have a lot of marketing I have planned for, the content. I'll be making TikToks. Can't believe I'm making TikToks, but I got plans for that. I got a videographer and a friend who, who we're gonna shoot a commercial. All this stuff. It's gonna be so dope. I can't wait to launch this, like launch everything. Um, and yeah, this is me trying to like, watch my first video. This is like my little corner on the internet. Me trying to get people's attention and be like, hey, look at me, look what I'm building. And the point of YouTube, like YouTube, I'll put more effort to the thumbnails and maybe the video shots and stuff like that. But um, when you're trying to build 26 MVPs, you don't have time to like day in the life record, get the nice shots, edit it. You don't got time to edit when you're trying to do something like I'm doing. Some people do, but they're working on one thing. I got all this, so no time to edit, but I will have time to make some good content and follow my personal one because I got some real cool stuff. If or when I get to them in the summer, that will be posted on there. I got plans for the personal YouTube as well. Blogs, articles I'll be writing, all that stuff. All right, that's a quick update. And if you, this is also for the new people who join. Hopefully you watch this. Uh, but I got some real cool stuff coming. We're almost there. We're almost there. I just gotta finish this one, and it doesn't have to look pretty. Like I'm not gonna get to the AI feature, but I think I can get. I don't even know how to say it, plaid, in this thing, and get this working. Um, yeah. Adios.